Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated to me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance. Yeah, this is nothing but waste oil. Somehow I had expected liquid bronze. You're still here.
Of course, Mr. Rufus. After all, we are on the cusp of an epical discovery.
And anyway, there are junkball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're off to... the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Wow! Cool!
Impressive, isn't it? What is it?
Me!
Ah, Nerdbird?
Oh, an impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Time portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The turquoise tunnel, as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question. How to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front must be the tachyon tank.
What, the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
You need a substance that emits tachyons.
Ugh, by the smell, I'd say it used to contain feta cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzles so they concentrate on the thinnest place in space-time. You can detect a so-called potential portal with 4D glasses.
4D glasses, feta cheese, anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into interim time, are you?
And why not?
The Chronicle says it's too dangerous. It can perforate the whole of space-time.
Oh, hogwash. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You can't win if you don't buy a ticket.
Will that be in the exam?
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, of course. You couldn't know. Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two blind chickens wandered into the field.
Further proof, if it were needed, that eyesight counts for nothing. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh. Hitting the old junk ball?
Battering smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry, he hasn't completed his training yet. That's why he's using the training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata.
Typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look.
But rather than it rains candy?
No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
And are you coming along?
Well, I can't see the sense in that.
Was that a yes or a no? Uh-huh. Someone was chewing gum in my class and didn't give me any, except for the fresh box lunch. It's gonna rain homework. Away with the stuff. And strike.
What's going on? My mucous membranes are swelling up. Anaphylactic shock. It's my goat's hair allergy. My eyes are burning.
Bravo! You finally hit something dead on. My sense of humor.
Hey, stay away from our junkball training bag.
I already told you that's a goat. Where do you think the bleeding comes from?
From my wife, of course. She's always bleeding on at me, claiming that my sports things are actually animals, nuns, or the neighbour's children. But how, pray tell, would a goat manage to get down here to the underwater palace?
Okay, suppose that it isn't a goat. Can I still milk it?
Of course, help yourself, but be careful, sometimes they bite.
I don't know much about the production of nicotine gum, but I have chewing gum, and that contains nicotine. Should work, right?
Nicotine chewing gum? Oh boy, I've just realized that I've got the munchies. Wait, I'll just put my toothy pegs back in. Munchtastic! Oh, yummy!
There it is again. The pleasant feeling of having sticky shards of glass in your coat pockets. Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses! Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2. Who can tell me what this is?
Are those supposed to be 4D glasses?
It is a set of 4D glasses.
Is that stained glass from a window?
Don't touch! That is a highly sensitive, scientific whatnot. Ta-da! I present to you the 4D glasses! Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2. I see a kind of ring.
Oh, I know! That must be a place where the dimension membrane between here and interim time is especially thin.
Not thinner than your derivation, nerdo. Exactly, Hildy. It's in the middle of the machine.
Oh, good. Then we don't need to calibrate it at all.
Fortune has changed sides. Now the idiots are completely screwed. Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized that the cheese emits tachyons, right?
And now, the follow-up question. What color are tachyons?
She means pink.
Then it is proven. Feta cheese emits tachyons. Write that down.
There! The portal is open!
But that's way too small.
Maybe there isn't enough pressure on the tachyon jets.
More pressure. No problem. I'm a professional when it comes to generating pressure.
Daniel!
Gadzooks! There was another potential portal hidden under the carpet.
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah, but who knows if it's safe?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
McGonagall!
Hurrah!
The Tachyons must have spread out in the near vicinity of the portal. There's a relatively high probability that they have opened up portal to Kubat.
And how high is how?
Haven't a clue. 1 in 1,000 maybe?
And that's good?
Relative. It's the only chance that we're going to get. And also, much more than we really deserve.
Speaking of which, I still have to pick Gola.
That means the leap into the unknown without any guarantee of being able to return has got to wait.
No, I'd rather go get her right away. Goal! We did it! The guys and I have opened a time portal!
Wow, well done.
Don't be like that. I told you, I'll make it right again.
And I told you, go away.
Oh, come on, Goal. Take off the hat and...
Hey, hands off! I do understand where you're coming from. After all, that palaver with the platypus puppet theatre wasn't exactly subtle, was it?
Puppet theater? Oh, that yes, that was intentional.
But look at them. They're both trapped, without any hope. I'll never be able to escape my hamster wheel.
Wait, you think you're the platypus in the hamster wheel?
Of course. That one is clearly female. Look at her, she...
Ha! I knew it! There is hope!
You're right. It is the male.
At least she's now free.
Yes. Wow. Look how happy she is.
She'll recover. On the other hand, one shouldn't overuse metaphors. I'm not going without you.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
What's this?
Hey, give it back!
When did you do that?
While you were gadding about the fairground. What about it?
And you got past the Novaman with that?
Well, someone had to make sure that things could carry on.
But then why are you so angry? Because we're not together in the photo?
No, because we are. An illusion. A snapshot giving the wrong picture. Or do you think that at the end of the day, we'll be sticking that picture into our photo album? Everything here is going to have to end up being undone and reversed, so that we can save the world, so that there will be no Fulocks on Elysium. That's how it has to be, right?
No, it isn't.
Then tell me one thing that will still remain of our adventures. If you can do that, then I'm happy to come.
Easy. In the end, there's always one thing that remains. There, look at that.
Kitch crab?
Oh! It doesn't matter. Let's go. What the? What now? That looks like that interim we crossed in the time pod. But where did this city come from? And where are Goal and McChronicle? They jumped through the portal right before I did.
Hey you, Fulock! Get off of my porch.
Ah, a local. Can you tell me where I've landed?
In my turnip patch.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you? You're Glandula, the romantic ninja. Just old and ugly. How is that possible?
Are you trying to talk your head off?
Don't you mean, am I trying to talk your ear off?
Not if I got my gun pointed right.
Oh.
One step closer and I'll blow your turnip out.
But Glandy, it's me, Professor Rufus. Doesn't that ring a bell?
Professor Rufus? Yeah, that's it. He was the guy who's to thank for all of this. Just junk crabs and mites for years on end. What about him?
I killed him.
Well done! Now get out of my yard.
All right, all right. Where the hell have I landed?
Are you lost, stranger?
No, I have a photographic sense of direction and always know exactly where I am. It's just the when that's been a little confusing lately.
When doesn't mean a thing round here. You're in interim time, a space alongside the past, present.
And future, I know.
I was gonna say perishable food. We don't have anything like a future here. Rumor has it there used to be one. The portal building authorities are digging around looking for it in the foundations of Interim time. But if you ask me, it's just newfangled nonsense.
No future.
2 other newcomers passed by here earlier. They asked about the future too. Friends of yours, perhaps?
Impossible. They were just with me.
Maybe out there. Here in Interim time, the clocks tick a little different.
Huh. I see they have a few more hands, too.
Well, welcome to Paradox City. My name's Rokko McChronicle. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to help you,
Rufus. And actually, I do have a couple. Rokko What the hell did you say? Are you Rokko McChronicle, the father of Dean Angus McChronicle Sr., and therefore our McChronicle's grandfather?
You must have confused me with someone else. I don't have a son, and if I did, I'm sure he wouldn't have become a dean. After all, I'm running a family business here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The last thing I need now is to accidentally prevent McChronicle's birth. You've seen my friends?
A sexy chick accompanied by a clever, handsome guy?
Not really. We were separated.
Well, 2 strangers certainly passed by earlier on. They met the old hermit. It looked as though they knew each other. They headed off to her farm, turn left at the town hall, and then continue up that way.
Where are my friends again?
At the old hermit's farm. Turn left at the town hall, and then continue up that way.
Where the hell am I?
You're in Paradox City, the city between times.
Aren't we always between times?
Excuse me?
You know, present and future.
Yes, I suppose. Although, here we're not so much between the future. That doesn't exist here.
What does that mean, you have no future?
That's what I said. If that's what you're interested in, then ask the people at the portal building authorities. They're always talking about the future, and they're trying to dig one up from the junk beneath the city. Absolute madmen, if you ask me. We've never had a future here, and we've managed quite happily without it so far, thank you very much.
I urgently need to get to Kuvak.
Doesn't ring any bells. Is it beyond Interim time?
Of course.
Then you'd better be off asking the guys from the portal building authorities. They map the portals and know where each one leads.
Hey, that's the time pod.
That there? That's been there since before I arrived. My father was going to repair it. That's why he founded the garage. Apparently it stopped being so important at some point. Like everything here.
No, you obviously cannot help me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
You can't. Nope. People these days just don't trust one another anymore. You can't. Nope. People these days just don't trust one another anymore. Oh, there you are.
Howdy, Rufus.
You wouldn't believe who I met in the city.
My granddad. I know. He didn't recognize me.
No wonder. To him, you're not even born yet.
I guess I never will be. Even the slightest interventions changed the timeline. In all probability, we prevented the birth of my father already.
Hogwash. I've seen everything possible and impossible in the last while, but nothing even remotely resembling a time warp. The whole thing is more like a fuzzy, knotted time scheme than anything else.
It's okay, Rufus. I'm doing just fine. Isn't it incredibly interesting here?
Yeah, very picturesque. But we have to get a move on. Don't you remember? Where's Gold?
In the farmhouse. But there's no reason to hurry. Here in Interim time.
The clocks run differently. I already know. Still, no reason to take our foot off the gas. One of these portals must lead to Kuvak. We used it earlier ourselves.
Yeah, it's that one there.
That one? I actually expected a few mind-bending puzzles first. But, so much the better. Wait here. I'll go get Gold, and then we can go get our future back. I'll get Gold, and you do McChronicle stuff.
Brace yourself for a surprise in there.
Hey, Gold? No time for coffee. Time to move. Wait a second. Am I counting right? Your goal? I mean, your goal too.
And you are almost as perceptive as when I left you, Rufus, savior of the world, suicidal time traveler.
You forgot butt model. But how can that be? What are you doing here? Which goal are you?
She's the goal that you rescued from the future.
Yeah, and in return, she left me and Mac on Elysium, stole the time machine, and whoosh! That was the thanks we got.
I've not got such a talent for dramatic endings as you.
And you didn't get far either.
Yes, perhaps I was a bit too quick off the mark there. When I arrived in Interim time, there was no future anymore. The tunnel had simply come to an end, and the autopilot was steering me directly at it. I had to crash land and was stranded.
For us, only a few hours have passed. For her, it's been a lifetime.
Why didn't you use one of the portals?
The portals only opened much later. At first, they were all out of reach. Then the Deponians started to throw their trash into Interim time. The time travelers also started arriving from all sorts of pasts. Most were stranded here like me. We built Paradox City from the trash. We tried to reach the portals, but none of them led to the right time. Then, when the first children were born, we realized that we had built ourselves a new home.
But now I'm here. So come on, What was that? An earthquake?
We've only had one of those once before. The time when the portals opened.
Yeah, never a dull moment around here. Don't run off. I'm gonna go have a look. Oh, come on. Where's the portal to Kuvak? And the others? All gone.
I think I have an explanation. When the Tachyons poured into the open portal unchecked just now in the lab, we didn't only open the one portal, but also all the surrounding ones too. Portals leading to completely different places in time. As time passes much faster in here, they were open for years. A whole city was built whilst you fetched gold from the university. Shortly after you stepped through the portal, the anomaly closed behind you. In the lab, this was a blink of the eye. Here, countless minutes.
You mean this city only exists because we opened the portal earlier?
Really makes you think, eh?
Yeah, like for example, how do we get out of here now that the portals are closed?
I was thinking more of the moral implications. Well, what will happen to the people here if we restore the old timeline? Are we even allowed to do that?
I can't see any signs.
I noticed that too. You should get it looked at.